Welcome back to the channel. Guess who's back? It's me, Jess. Okay, so thanks for clicking on this video and coming back to check out Jess. Last month was great. I took a break off, as you guys can tell, as a gap in the videos. There weren't any videos for the month of March as suggested. I had to take a little break and just get myself together and prepare the upcoming series In His Presence. So back in January, I recorded a video about In His Presence and the blessings that we gain by being in the presence of God. There were 5 of them. And today we are going to discuss the first episode on God's protection. God is our provider, and God is the one who allows us to get out of situations and protects us while we are in it so that we don't get overturned and taken captive by the enemy and his schemes. So let's just go ahead and get into it. God is our protector. God is our Jehovah Nissi. He tells us that he will never leave us nor forsake us, and that he will always be with us. And as long as he is with us and we are in the presence of God, he will cover us. He will not allow harm to come up against us. The enemy is here to steal, kill, and destroy, but God wants to give us life and have it more abundantly. And in order for that to happen, once we're in the presence of God and allow him to consume us, he will block us from the schemes of the enemy. He tells us in Deuteronomy to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you and he will never forsake you. He also tells us in Isaiah 41 verses 10 through 12, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them. Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. Your enemies will be as nothing at all. Once you search for them, they will not be there. God is going to be with you as he is your protector. You are in his presence and he covers you. And in covering you, all you see is him. When you are in the presence of God and he is shielding you from all hurt, harm, and danger, there is nothing that will come against you. There is a very strong example, very common example as well in the book of Daniel. And it is of Daniel. And that's what I'm going to discuss today to show and represent how God will protect us. Jesus blessed Daniel with a gift. He gifted him with knowledge and wisdom, and he was able to interpret dreams. But the successor of King Nebuchadnezzar was King Darius, who actually enjoyed Daniel's presence. He enjoyed Daniel's knowledge, and he put him at a higher esteem than the other administrators and satraps who provided King Darius with wisdom and knowledge and different interpretations of anything that he needed. But because of this, the administrators and the satraps were jealous of Daniel. Because of the jealousy of the satraps and the administrators, they devised this brilliant plan for everyone else to only pray to King Darius for 30 days. And if they prayed to another god, then King Darius would have to throw them into the lion's den. So of course, being the faithful servant that Daniel is, he still prayed and continued to pray to his God 3 times a day. He was caught praying, and therefore King Darius had to throw him into the lion's den. However, because God is so faithful, because Daniel remained in the presence of God and he remained faithful to God, he was protected. Not a single lion attacked Daniel, but he was with them until the next morning. Daniel was rescued and protected by the hand of God because he remained in the presence of God. And the following morning, when King Darius went to go look to see if Daniel was saved by the God that he prayed to, he was. And because he was saved by the God that he was continually in the presence of, King Darius decided to throw the satraps and the administrators, as well as their wives, as well as their children, into the lion's den. And before they even hit the ground, the lions consumed them and broke and ate and devoured their bones. God was able to deliver not only Daniel, but he was able to destroy his enemies in the same way that he was going to be destroyed, in the same way that they tried to destroy him. Because he was in the presence of God, that did not happen. Because he was in the presence of God, God protected him from the lion's mouth. In Psalm 46, verse 1, David says that God is his refuge and his strength and ever-present help in the time of trouble. God is our protector, and God is going to be our refuge. A refuge is a place that a person flees to when they are seeking protection, a place when they are needing to leave a hometown, escape from persecution, escape from disaster, escape from the threat of someone trying to kill them or harm them in any kind of way. And that's what God is to us. He is our place to rest. He is our place to go to. He is our place of strength. He's our place of security. And as we are in his presence, he allows that door to be opened in so he can protect us. We are the refugees in this world. We are separating ourselves from the sins of this world, separating ourselves or attempting to separate ourselves from the schemes of the enemy. And that's what ultimately we are being protected from. As the enemy tries to destroy us, as the enemy tries to kill us, God protects us. Just the same as he protected Daniel in the lion's den, he will protect us from everything that is surrounding us. So that is what I have for you guys today about God's protection. I do want to leave you with one passage in the book of Psalm 91. And the title of this passage is The Protection of the Most High. The protection of the Most High. The one who lives under the protection of the Most High dwells in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. He himself will deliver you from the hunter's net, from the destructive plague. He will cover you with his feathers. You will take refuge under his wings. His faithfulness will be a protective shield. You will not fear the terror of the night, the arrow that flies by day, the plague that stalks the darkness, or the pestilence that ravages at noon. Though 1,000 fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, the pestilence will not reach you. You will only see it with your eyes and witness the punishment of the wicked. Because you have made the Lord my refuge, the Most High your dwelling place, no harm will come to you, no plague will come near your tent. For he will give his angels orders concerning you, to protect you in all your ways. They will support you with their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the young lion and the serpent. Because he is lovingly devoted to me, I will deliver him. I will protect him because he knows my name. When he calls out to me, I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and give him honor. I will satisfy him with a long life and show him my salvation. Thank you again for watching this video. Hopefully that you have gained a better understanding on why we need to be in the presence of God and how the fact that we gain his protection while we are in the presence of God. Stay tuned for next week's video, how we gain provision from God and who he provided that to. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you are going to like this video and subscribe and be in the presence of God to gain his protection.